Arsenal 4, Leeds nil at Ellen Road. Great bounce back performance, result after the loss to Man United. Dominant for large parts of the game. Puts us 7 points clear again. Ups the goal differential a bit. Couple goals from open play. Couple goals from set pieces. I don't know if that Zubimendi goal, does it count as a corner goal? Because I got cleared out. They settled play for a bit. I don't know. I don't know what it counts as. And another goal from nearly our top scorer in the Premier League, Mr. Owen Goal. Let's talk about the performance today. Like I said, it's an incredible response to a lot of the things that have been going on in the Premier League. No win in our last 3 matches. Man City have underperformed themselves. We've missed out on opportunities to extend the lead. We bounce back with a result. They close points on us, bounce back. They have a tough game against Spurs, at Spurs tomorrow, which actually is kind of worse for Spurs. They are the 19th best team, the second worst team at home this season. Granted, they have one less home game played, and if they were to win tomorrow against City, they would shoot up to 15th. Still not great. But yeah, Manchester City, on the other hand, sixth best team away from home. If they were to win tomorrow, they'd be the third best team on points. Does it really matter? Kind of goes out the window in the top 6 clashes in a game like City versus Spurs, where City have such a tough record against Spurs and Thomas Frank. People forget Thomas Frank was the man in charge of Brentford when they beat them twice, home and away. The treble winning season, they've had some tough results against Brentford when he's been in charge of them, and they've beaten them at the Etihad earlier this season. But we're not here for that. We're here about Arsenal versus Leeds. Yes, it's just Leeds, but Ellen Road has been a tough place to go recently. Leeds have been finding form to kind of claw their way out of the relegation zone. They're still down there. There's still a chance they do go down. Pretty good chance, depending on how West Ham do, how Forest do, if Palace drop off more, now that it seems like they're going to lose Mateta. But I think in the first half, we were better, but it was like another performance where we're better, but we can't create too many clear-cut opportunities. Corners are probably our strongest asset. We're not giving up chances. Leeds didn't even have a sniff in the first half. And then we find our feet. We break through with a corner. Yeah. And we double lead from a corner again, an own goal, which is it an own goal? I mean, if someone shoots it and the goalie punches it into his own net or deflects off a defender and goes in, that's a goal for them. Madueke, no Arsenal player went for it. He might have been shooting there, so I don't know. Maybe give Noni a goal for that one. But both goals, brilliant delivery from Madueke, who was good today, filling in the shoes for Saka. Hopefully he is okay. They said it was a hip injury in training. It's a big loss. We have the game against Chelsea. Madueke is going to have to show up big against his former club. And it would be a great bit of karma if he does. He gets a goal or an assist or just puts in a really good performance. But yeah, as the first half, we didn't do outstanding, but we were dominant. We were the better team. But it was another one of those just good performances where it just didn't seem like we killed off this team. Yeah, we went up 2 goals. In other games, we don't go up 2 goals. Against United, it was a very similar performance where we were the better team, didn't really give them a sniff, and we gave up one opportunity, didn't capitalize on our own, and it was a 1-1 at halftime. But going to halftime 2-0 up, Leeds come out more attacking, try to put the pressure on us, create some decent opportunities, create some decent pressure from set pieces, from open play, from crosses into Calvert-Lewin, who Gabriel and Saliba did very well dealing with, especially crosses on Gabriel. Very well, just no nonsense, getting rid of them. And the game opened up a little bit more. And this is where you see Arsenal score more goals from open play. In the Champions League, when teams open up more. In the Premier League, when teams open up more, we score more goals. So blaming us for the lack of goals. Yes, obviously the players have to do better with the chances they are given, with the chances they are supposed to be creating, but a lot of these teams play so negative against us. The lowest defensive line faced is Arsenal by a long stretch. I wish I had the graphic. And we also have one of the highest defensive lines because we're constantly pinning teams back in their own half. But as I said, the game opens up, comes a little bit more back and forth, and Martinelli with a hell of a delivery off the bench to Victor Gyökeres with a real poacher's goal. We saw him miss a similar goal against Kairat with Lewis Skelly putting it in the box, and you just need to stab it in, and he completely blows it. This one, he finishes it well. Leeds' keeper probably could have done a little bit better. He was absolutely buns today for the own goal and for that goal. Just kind of, it seemed like he dived out of the way of the ball. If he just stood still, he probably would have saved it, but who cares? We take those. And it was 3-0 after that. Game was over. We were flowing, You saw some of the play for the fourth goal. Brilliant from Gabriel Jesus. This guy loves, when this guy's on it, he's so class, but it's how often he can do that and how often he can even be on the pitch. But we saw the play, moving the ball quicker, moving the ball better, creating opportunities. Even right after we got the fourth goal, nearly had a fifth with some great play from Odegaard, from Martinelli, from who else linked up in there? I forget who linked up in the middle with them at that point. Maybe it was Zubimendi. I can't remember. But it was really good. It was really confident. Really good response, like I said. Really happy with this performance. You saw defensive stability, controlling the tempo. We saw good counterattacking, good set pieces, good open play, creativity. And it resulted in a big result for us. Now we need Spurs to do something for us. Even though their fans in the stadium will probably be cheering for them to lose, because that is the type of mentality that club has. Small, pequeño. Individual players today. David Raya, next to nothing to do other than one shot saved from a set piece. Timber, outside of getting nutmegged, was solid. Put in a brilliant delivery for Gabriel Jesus, that he probably should have put away to be his first goal. But he didn't. That's fine. William Saliba, Gabriel, 2 rocks at the back today. Phenomenal from both of them, especially Gabriel. Hincapié solid again today. We saw Calafiori come in for him. And, maybe it's the scoreline, maybe it's Calafiori himself, but I like having Calafiori in the side, especially this season. And Hincapié, probably a little bit better defensively. But going forward, Calafiori allows... We saw Martinelli float inside a lot more, and you saw Calafiori stay high and wide to give us that width, to give us the overlap. Really excited to see him back in this lineup. Martin Zubimendi was very good today. Gave him man of the match. I don't know. Maybe not. Don't matter, Wicked. Only played 61 minutes, but maybe he deserved it. I feel like he had probably the most impact in the forward line. Declan Rice just solid. Nothing too outstanding from him today. A couple solid set pieces. But just like a box standard performance from Rice. Just a solid 7.5 out of 10. Kai Havertz, was surprised to see him starting. Again. I thought he was alright. I thought he was decent. I thought he could have done a little bit more in the midfield to link up. But nothing bad from him today. Just kind of like a non-impact game. Madueke, him or Gabriel would probably get man of the match for me, but he did very well to get his first assist in like 400 days or something, which is kind of a ridiculous way to quantify it because, you have 3 months off and this dude wasn't even at Arsenal 400 days ago, so whatever. I don't care. We won the game. I don't care how much GA he gets. Trossard, solid for him today. Created a really good opportunity for Gyökeres that he should have been putting away. It was a really good tackle from Rodon, I think it is. I think that's how you say his name. I think that was him who closed him down. And then Gyökeres got his goal. battled well physically, looked a little bit better on the ball today. Hopefully he's growing in confidence. Hopefully he starts scoring more goals for us, because it will lead to more wins and more chances at bigger trophies. Overall, just solid from the team. All the subs, I feel like, had a solid impact, other than maybe Eze. I don't think he had enough time or time on the ball to even really impact the game crazily. But yeah, very happy today. Big 3 points. Let's build momentum. 2 wins on the bounce. Chelsea midweek. Let's see that game through. A draw is fine. Go out and still try and play to win the game. Score first. Give yourself a cushion. Then we have Sunderland at home on the weekend. Get to a cup final. Then we just go back into the rhythm of things. Get some time off from the Champions League. We'll see who we get after the games are played. And yeah, happy. Performance, solid, good response. Could have been better. Definitely could have been worse, as we've seen in the last couple of weeks. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.